Yo, what up? This is Jay Muse, and you're listening to the Gray's Tap Room Podcast. Snooch to the douche.
Good evening, all you morphological beings. I'm Mike.
And I am the trash can.
You mean Rita's space dumpster?
Yes, sure. I mean, I guess, no, I'm not that old. Not 10,000 years old.
Not much has changed in 6,000 years. Or 10,000 years.
No, 6,000 is what Ivan Ooze said.
Yeah.
10,000 is what Rita says. After 10,000 years, I'm free. It's time to conquer Earth.
Alpha. Rita's escaped.
Recruit a team of teenagers with attitude.
Cue the music. That banger of a theme.
Maybe we should have introed with that.
Oh, we can, yeah. Well, if you guys haven't picked up on it already, we are talking about a TV show that changed the world. Beginning on August 28th, 1993, spanning for 3 seasons and 145 episodes, spawning 3 films, and a whole fuck ton of spinoffs that's still going today.
It's Morphin time!
That's right. This week, we're talking about the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers.
Go Power Rangers!
Wow, 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 wow. That's what cats sound like when they play guitar. Or if you use a cat on a guitar. Funny enough, there is a Mighty Meower Rangers.
Oh, Jesus
Somebody
Christ.
made a fan thing on YouTube.
It's probably what they sound like.
It's Power Rangers, but it's all cats.
Meow, meow, meow.
Mighty Morphin Meower
Sounds like
Rangers.
you doing a guitar
a guitar
sound.
noise. That's exactly what it was. So.
As I'm sitting here and I'm cringing. My butthole's going, just stop.
I wanted to stop before. I shouldn't have
You shouldn't have done that. You said the quiet part out loud.
I meowed the quiet part out loud. I meowed the quiet part out loud. I shouldn't have done that.
Oh, gosh.
You shouldn't have done that. What you done that for? So, yeah.
I'm sorry, I'm thinking of meow, meow, no, meow. I was thinking of that TikTok where you were, run!
Oh.
He's going to sacrifice himself!
No. Ron, no. What is it? He's going to sacrifice himself. Yeah.
I have had no sleep.
Boy, howdy, do I have an idea for the next Last Call episode. It's just going to be stupid things we found on TikTok.
Beautiful. Then we don't sleep for 2 days.
He's going to sacrifice himself.
Okay, back to Power Rangers. I'm sorry. Oh, you derailed.
Why did Zordon die? He sacrificed himself. He really did. Zordon.
I know he did. Zordon.
So, yeah, the Power Rangers. What is your earliest memory of that action-packed, cute, quippy one-liners?
We're talking 30 years ago.
Oh, my God. When
Holy
it was cool
fuck.
to say those things. Oh,
Jesus.
yeah, tubular, bros.
We'll get to the one-liners in a minute. But my first memory of that was them throwing out trailers during like Fox Kids in the morning.
Yeah.
And it was like it was really leading up to it.
Yeah.
And people like they played it all the time and they amped it up and they got kids so excited for it. And that first episode, being a 7-year-old at the time, I was like, fuck yeah, this is not really fuck yeah. I was like, heck yeah, this is awesome. Like, golly gee willikers, this is great. But then
You said golly gee willikers as a 7-year-old?
I mean, I'm just
Who
trying
didn't?
But anyway, I super excited, and then the first episode, and I was like, "This is awesome." But then I go back now and watch it, and I'm like, "What the fuck?"
Yeah.
It's even better.
It was.
It's so fucking cheesy.
It is.
It's
it is.
definitely kid like
It is a
aimed.
kid's
It's a kid's
show.
Oh man, Gunnar doesn't even like watching it. It's not his.
Well, if it's not on YouTube and Mark DePlaner or whatever that guy's name is isn't doing it, then he doesn't care.
Market Screwdriver or whatever.
Yeah, Linky Box.
I have no
If
idea.
they're not Power Rangers, he won't care.
I guess so. What was your first memory?
Oh my God. My first memory of it was me and my cousin. Because I remember it coming on like as a daily show.
Oh.
Yeah.
See, ours didn't become a daily show, and it was every Saturday until like season 2, and then they played season 1 every day up until season 2 was over. Then they started playing season 2 every day.
Yeah. Well, I mean, for us, it was like before we would go to school,
Well,
it would be on.
oh, so that's your most so you don't remember it being on Saturdays.
Later on, yeah, a little bit later on.
See,
yes.
no, I remember it being on Saturdays because when they dropped the first episode
During the Fox Kids lineup.
during the Fox Kids lineup, when they dropped the first episode, we used to wake up at the butt crack of dawn, go outside with our friends, and we play. Well, we knew what time Power Rangers came on. So one of us had a watch, and we kept time because somebody at 7 years old was the mom of the group. Totally not me. And then we all just like scattered and went back to our house. And then we watched it, and then we came back, and we were like, "We're the Power Rangers!" and started beating up fake putties. It was great.
Yeah, well, for me and Joseph, I remember we would watch it before school.
So good.
But we did Saturday morning. It was like, I remember it more being like earlier episodes.
Right.
Like they would do like reruns during their week or whatever. But primarily, like you said, Fox Kids Saturday morning. I think it came on at like 7:30 our time, something like that. It was one of the first.
Oh, it when it first came out, it was a little later for us. It was like
Okay.
9:30, 10 o'clock. It was hitting that prime time, like right before kids were to go
Yeah.
outside when they had breakfast, like 9:30, 10.
Okay.
And then after it went, the season 2 started a little bit earlier, and then season 3 kind of like was hanging around that early, like 7:30, 8 o'clock time.
Yeah. Were you ever a specific ranger? Did you guys ever, like your friends group?
Oh,
like,
absolutely. Absolutely.
Kimberly?
Oh yeah. Well, the the funny thing is about that. So there were 2 sisters and their little brother, and then it was me and Jace, and then depending on who lived to the right or left of me was always a boy or 2 boys.
Jace was probably alpha.
No. No.
Ay.
No. Jace was Billy.
Well, that was my second guess.
Yeah, Jace was Billy. But one of the sisters was like, "I'm too old to play Power Rangers because I am a girl and I like girl stuff." Blah, blah, blah. But the other one was like, "Ew, I hate the color pink because pink is a girl color," and one of those weird.
That's how we were like, I don't want to be the Pink Ranger. That's a girl. She wears a skirt.
Right.
Ew, you're a girl.
Right. And so I was like, "Okay, that's fine. I'll be the Pink Ranger. I don't give a shit. I'm cool. Okay." So I was a Pink Ranger.
I mean, she was dope. It's Kimberly. She's hot sauce.
Oh, and I was the gymnast
Yeah.
because I
That's
took
right.
gymnastics as a kid. Yeah.
Me and Joseph always fought over who was going to be Jason. And then I saw where they were getting ready to introduce Tommy.
Which was what, halfway through season 1?
It was, I think so.
I think it was halfway through season 1
And
because it was like a in between, kind of like Walking Dead does, like a split season.
Yeah, like a mid-season split kind of thing.
Yeah, because I remember them doing that.
And I was like, all right. So I kind of like gave him like, fine, you can be Jason. And then the next week, oh, here's the new Green Ranger. I'm like, haha, I'm him. Screw you, bucko. I'm the Green Ranger. And then it's like, well, he's a bad guy. Fuck. So I thought I had the upper hand in the argument, but I made myself the bad guy. But it was only for 5 weeks.
Yeah. Yeah.
But during that 5-week time span,
Holy shit.
Tommy was given all the Rangers the business.
All the business.
He was given the business to everybody.
Single-handedly.
Yeah.
Single-handedly. Which not one monster, not one Putty Patrol, not Gold, not anybody
No.
could give the Rangers the business.
No.
And it was like 50 of them against the 5 of them.
Tommy-
And Tommy just comes in and he's like,
He's beating the shit out of everybody. He was beating the shit out of every. He beat Megazord's ass too. Remember?
oh, yeah, with
he,
Dragonzord.
He snuck inside it
Yeah.
when they were fighting Dragonzord, and he like comes in through the back door, and he's like, "I'm fucking all y'all up while you're in here now."
Title of your sex tape.
Yeah. I remember a line because I was doing like a rewatch of some things on YouTube, and Tommy said something. It was like right before he was turning good, and he had the what was it called, the Sword of Darkness, that big sword that Rita gave him
Yeah.
with the dragon. He was like, "I have to destroy you now, Red Ranger, to honor my queen, Rita." I'm going, oh, we were into this?
Yeah.
This is so dumb.
Every time I watch an episode now, I'm like, Jesus, what the hell?
The acting was cringy.
Oh, my God. And the voiceovers?
Yeah.
I mean, the voiceovers.
Yeah.
They had to be, I guess, extra
Yeah.
to get that.
Well, when you're only getting paid $600 for an episode.
Right.
But I guess but if somebody came up to me and said, "Hey, you want to make $600 a week to be a Power Ranger?" Yeah, I fucking do. As a kid, yeah. But we were younger and dumber, so of course we would be okay with
Oh,
it.
yeah.
But no, yeah, the stock footage, because it was a Japanese show called Super Sentai.
Yep.
And all of the Power Ranger scenes, that was the Japanese cast.
It was 3/4.
Yeah, and
Anything that was like live shot when they weren't in costume,
that's
it.
yeah.
That's all they did. So what, like,
like
maybe 5 minutes, 10 minutes tops?
Unless they were like in costume, but they would take their helmet off.
Yeah, but they were still in costume.
Yeah, but outside of that, actually, Jason David Frank was the only one who filmed scenes in full gear.
And he was like fighting in it.
Yeah, that was really him. Well, you can tell like what's stock footage
Oh, yeah.
from Sentai and what's
I mean,
Mighty
you
Morphin
gotta
Power
look.
Rangers.
Like, you got like Jason David Frank, who is slightly built and he's got like broad shoulders, and then you go to the Green Ranger like in costume and he's like a pole bean.
Yeah, it looks like somebody
We didn't pay
painted,
attention.
No, we didn't care. We were just like, oh, these action scenes are awesome. I can do these karate kicks like Tommy. Woohoo! Oh yeah, get him, Tommy. You're the man. Like, kick his butt.
Did you ever have, okay, please tell me that I'm not the only one, but did you ever have the neighborhood kids that you didn't like, and like you and your buddies would look at them and you'd be like, those are the Putty Patrollers, we have to go kick their asses? Did you ever do that, or was that just my group?
We did like a similar thing. So we were so into Power Rangers that Joseph and I actually started a neighborhood ninja club.
Oh yeah, you've told this story before.
Yeah, we would make these. So for those of you that haven't heard me talk about this,
It's been a while.
we used to make these like paper badges, and we would give ourselves like really cool like ninja names. Like I was Dragon and he was Killer, or some stupid dumb
Tiger.
shit like that. Yeah, we had like these like those little
Crab Rangoon.
white plastic swords that you could win at like carnivals that
Oh,
had
yeah.
like the red shoestrings.
Yeah, that was like
That was our weapons.
10 cents, yeah.
Yeah, we would like put them in the backs of our shirts or stick them in our belt.
Did you go around the neighborhood beating kids up?
There was a few times.
You did.
No,
You paused.
no. Well, no. I mean, there was a few times we would see like kids. Like if we saw kids getting picked on, we would run up and try to like
Fight the bad
fight
guys.
them. Yeah. But most of the time, it was just us talking about, oh, when we're grown-ups, we're going to go to Japan and learn ways of the ninja. It's like, in my fucking treehouse. Like, no. Like,
At least I wasn't that bad.
none of that. But all of this happened because Power Rangers existed.
At least I
I'm like, oh, we're going to find hot girlfriends like Kimberly and Trini and go to Japan and learn ways of the ninja. Like, no. Your dreams are stupid. That's not happening. How did I never watch anime with those types of pipe dreams? In my defense, though, I was like Gunner's age.
You were 8.
8, 9.
Nine.
Yeah. That when Power Rangers was starting to like not be as cool
After season 3, when they started bringing in the weird
like
random
Zeo and Turbo and all that shit.
anything O,
Yeah.
Dino.
Yeah. Dino Thunder Rangers Jungle Force or whatever.
Yes.
SPD. All the speed. Galaxy Quest or whatever. Like no.
Tim Allen is Zordon.
Sigourney Weaver is Kimberly. Alan
is Rita.
Alan Rickman is Alpha 5.
Oh God! All right, let's stop. Let's stop.
But no, that was.
This is our Power Rangers recast. No.
So I really like just put myself out there.
Oh yeah, you did.
That.
For all of our 6 listeners.
Yeah. I'm gonna get. Especially Amos and Jay are kind of so. Mike, do you still do Ninja Club? You big loser.
No, Jay's gonna make a meme of you now.
Ninja. I'm going to Japan.
He's gonna put your face on an anime.
Tokyo or bust. It's morphin time. Oh God.
I cannot wait.
At least I think on either Wednesday probably is
God.
when.
I can't breathe.
So yeah.
I hate you so much.
Listen, guys, I really just like put myself out there. I was feeling vulnerable.
Oh,
I need to stop drinking now. What else do you want to know? The dumb, ugly things I did. Big Dorcas back in 1993. But yeah.
So I'm just gonna throw out some quotes from the actual TV show because these are hilarious.
Oh, like the cool things that teenagers say back then.
Right. One of the ones that I laughed at earlier when I was reading this was when Zordon says in the show, not the intro, teleport us 5 overbearing and over-emotional humans. And Alpha comes back with, no, not that. Not teenagers.
Well, he clearly Zordon. What the fuck, dude? Well, it's oddly specific. Like,
oh my God. And then Alpha 5 in the park when the little boy gets lost in the first season. Looks like trouble. Better contact the Rangers. Wait, I don't need Rangers to save a little boy. I can do it by myself. Pasta la pizza, baby. Alpha Ranger to the rescue. Like pasta la pizza?
I'm using that.
Pasta la pizza. There we go.
You got it. Yay.
I've been in the sun all day. Leave me alone.
Not having pasta la pizza.
I'm not having pasta.
I'm going to open an Italian restaurant called Pasta la Pizza, baby.
Oh my God.
And it's Power Ranger themed.
Do it. And the waiters have to dress up as Power Rangers.
Oh, 100%. No, Putty Patrollers.
No, that's the line cooks.
And just walk around and go. What was that noise I made behind the scenes before we started recording? It was like drowning a putty.
It was drowning a putty. You went.
Yeah.
Fucking great.
Jesus.
There's one where Jason says, "We're back and we're ready to morph into action."
Oh, God.
Tommy, 6 working together to fight evil. Zach, and stop Rita. Billy, and all her messy monsters. Trini, from destroying our planet Earth. Kimberly, and ruling the universe with evil. Jason again, look out, Rita. We're not backing down because we're the Power Rangers. Oh my gosh. Jason, back off, Fangface. Zach, the good guys are here. Billy, get off our planet. Trini, because we're the Power Rangers. Kimberly, and we're not backing down.
Have you ever... I remember I have a very fond memory of me sitting in the living room watching it, and Dad walks in. He goes, how come every time they talk, they have to move their hands so wildly?
We never realized it.
Who talks this way? So, what do you want to do for dinner?
I don't know. Maybe takeout.
Do you want Papa John's?
Speaking of, I was going to say, those are my favorites.
Okay, so here's another me
you're
putting myself out there.
Oh, you're just opening up tonight.
As you know,
I'm proud of you.
As you know, through much of my life, I took martial arts. It started with because I want to be a Power Ranger, so I'm going to take karate class. Well, I stuck with that for a while.
Right.
But so my instructor, he was, I don't know why, he was like, so give me your best yell, and everyone was doing like hi-ya. Everyone was doing their hi-yas. He gets to me.
Oh, you don't.
And I went.
You didn't.
And I.
Did you go, sweep ya?
I went. "Sweep-ya!"
Oh, God.
And he goes, Tommy, okay.
Oh,
And then
God.
I'm like, I'm thinking, this is going to be so cool if I'm like, yeah, I'm
no.
Tommy, yeah. So I'm going to go, "Ooh-ah!" And he's like, and then he calls me on it. I'm like, oh, man. I'm friends with him on Facebook.
Oh, God. All I remember all the time is when Tommy is like, yeah, sweep, yeah, sweep, yeah.
Sweep ya.
Sweep, yeah.
"Ooh-ah!"
Sweep, yeah.
And oh, my God.
And Kimberly, aya, aya.
Jason,
Like, what?
Jason, Jason sounds like he's coming.
Oh, God.
And Trini,
Yeah. That sounds like my mom hiccuping. Saber-tooth tiger. Oh, God.
rest in power, queen.
Saber-tooth tiger. Pterodactyl. Oh, my God. No. Oh. I was trying to bounce off of that one because I had another one, but I lost my train of thought because, sun, tired, thunder over Louisville, and alcohol.
Derby season blows. I get it.
Oh, yeah, it is. To intro the Derby season. 2 weeks of fun.
Yeah.
2 weeks of drinking. We
You
do
don't-
that
It doesn't
anyway.
need to be Derby to drink.
Oh, well, that's true. We do that anyway.
Maybe 2 weeks of drinking in February or December or whatever. It doesn't need to be specifically Derby.
February.
Yeah. Day that ends in Y.
Yeah.
So.
Oh, baby, poo poo. That went up the wrong nose hole. I can't even think of what noises Zach made because he was always like breakdance fighting.
Hip hop keto.
Oh, yeah. I forgot about
Yeah.
that.
And speaking of hip hop keto.
Oh.
Yeah, hopefully by now you have all watched Mighty Morphin Power Rangers.
30th.
Yeah, the 30th anniversary special. Once and always.
It's nostalgic. I cried.
Why? At the very fucking beginning.
And then the end
Yeah.
just lost my shit.
Oh, when they did the intro.
Yes.
Yeah, they redid
Yes.
it. Oh my God.
Yes.
But yeah, no, okay, so let's talk about that. Because
No,
that
no.
dropped just this past Thursday.
Yep.
Man, so because Ty Twang, Trini, and Jason David Frank, Tommy, they've since passed away.
Yep.
They used stock voiceovers for the opening scene.
Yep.
And
That was about it.
spoilers.
No.
Yeah.
No, because it's only been out a week at this point.
Yeah. Okay.
I wouldn't spoil it. You got to at least give it a month. But no, at least at the opening, they used voiceovers, which was they even used stock footage.
Yeah.
A lot of stock footage from that one episode where Trini was afraid of heights, but Billy was going to get thrown off a cliff.
Episode 2.
Yes.
Yeah, that was very nice.
Yeah, it was a little.
It sounded muffled, but it was impressive.
Well, thank you.
I mean,
There was a little power behind it.
what made the power protect you?
I was going to say Power Rangers.
But yeah, no. They used, and then when they summoned the Zords,
The Zords, yeah.
and they used
Now-
the exact same the way that the
Yeah.
Zords came out of the
Oh,
ground,
yeah.
the volcano,
Yeah.
and when
They fought on the moon.
they transported to the moon, but to do that they just kind of split the screen and Megazord ran through it.
Yeah. Yeah.
He just ran through the line.
Yep.
Alpha's like, oh, let me put you on the moon. Yeah.
Now, did they went in chronological, or not chronological, but they went in order in this new film, right?
Okay.
No, they did go in order, not at the beginning.
There is a part in it.
I know, it's the one where she takes charge.
Well, it was when they used that giant magnet in the junkyard,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
Billy, Jason, and then Kat
You mean Rocky?
or Rocky, yeah, and then Catherine Sutherland,
Yeah.
the woman who took over for Kimberly.
Yep.
That was out of order. That kind of bummed me out.
Yeah.
It was like in the movie.
That's
And then, oh my God, why can't you just go?
Do you like the way I segued into that?
Yeah, I do, but I hate it.
I love the way that you pointed it out, and I didn't realize it until we watched it the other night.
Yeah.
It was so out. Every time that they would fucking morph in the movie, 1995
95.
movie.
Yeah. Well, they only morphed the one time. With the Power Morphers, it was the one time it was in the quarry. The second time they morphed is when they, in that temple, in the Indiana Jones Temple of Doom,
they changed.
and the Zords flew into their chest,
Yeah.
and then they turned.
Yeah.
So
I'm a frog.
I don't know what's wrong. I'm a frog. I have a bear.
I have a bear.
Me as the Yellow Ranger. I have a bear. That's an inside joke.
Oh god.
But yeah, no. In the movie when they morphed out of order, like, God, come on, you got to stick to the script. You got to stick. This isn't improv. All right, this is Power Rangers. Mm-hmm. Tommy goes 1st, then Adam, then Kimberly, then Billy, then Aisha, and then Rocky. Rocky goes last. Red Ranger always goes last. King Tommy always goes first because he's the king, and you follow his lead because he is the shit. Rest in peace, JDF. Oh my God.
I know you could.
I was
you're
so sad.
mad.
I was so upset when he was as the Green Ranger in this new one.
Yeah,
and you could hear him. Like,
yeah.
And they even said his name.
Yeah,
Like, Tommy, no. Why? Don't do
what
this.
made it even worse was that.
Yeah,
I God, please go watch it.
Yeah.
And then message us and talk to us about this because nobody likes to talk about Power Rangers.
Oh my God.
Actually, my friend Ricky, well, I wouldn't say friend anymore, but more of an acquaintance.
Yeah, a person that you know.
A person that I know. He is literally
Obsessed.
obsessed. Like, he is disgustingly obsessed. If you say this happened in an episode, he could tell you what episode, what time. It's absolutely ridiculous
It's
of
bonkers.
how much knowledge he has on Power Rangers, and he has never missed an episode to this day.
Like, so he's still watching all of the.
Yeah, he's
these...
37, 38. No, he's a month older than me. So, yeah, he's 37 years old, and he has never missed an episode to this day, 30 years later.
Jesus Christ, that's a fan
He
right there.
owns every DVD, every movie, every toy, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, he's a weirdo, but we're not going to get into that.
I had a few of the toys.
Did you?
I did. I had a Morpher.
Uh-huh.
It came with
Interchangeable coins?
yeah.
I had that too.
Yeah. And you could push the red button on the side and it would pop up and then the red lights would glow in it. Yeah.
I don't think I had the glowy one. I think I just had the basic one that was just hard plastic and then you can change out the coins.
I had the ones from McDonald's.
Yeah, the little tiny ones.
Mm-hmm. And the coins, it had a different Ranger. It was like two-sided.
Did you have the Power Ranger toy from McDonald's that was like the Zord, but then they morphed into like the Power Ranger?
It was from promoting for that for
or
the movie.
no, that was Burger. Was that Burger?
It was
King?
McDonald's.
Was it McDonald's?
Yeah.
Okay.
It was when the movie was coming out.
Yeah. Yeah.
I had the Dragon Dagger.
Nice.
I had Saba. Yard cutting got me a long way. I needed them shits.
Well, yeah. At what, 9, 8, 9, 10?
Yeah.
Okay.
All of the above.
Yeah. Yeah.
I had a little Megazord. You couldn't take him apart, but you could like move him
around.
Yeah, but he never like disconnected into like separate Zords.
No.
Joseph had that one, motherfucker. I had Dragon Zord and I had Titanus, the Brachiosaurus Zord. His back opens up and then Megazord sits in
I'm just trying to think of what season that was though.
2.
Oh, okay.
He was like gray and white.
Okay,
and like
yeah.
navy blue.
Yeah. He was like a sidekick, like helper thing.
He was
whatever.
like when he was like, if you're cornered, this is your guy. He's your guy.
Pull him. Yeah.
Yeah. But he was on like wheels.
I don't know why, but my brain went to Gunner's Megazord that we got him when he was 2.
Yes.
Because he was obsessed with Power Rangers. And then it brought back a memory of when I videoed the video of you playing the Power Rangers theme at the coffee table at the
Oh,
apartment.
and he's like
and you
headbanging.
both are like bouncing up and down, and he was so excited. He was maybe 9 months old, not even a year.
He was barely walking.
So yeah, it was about
Yeah.
7, 8, 9 months, 9 months or so.
Yeah.
And he was bouncing up and down, and I gave it to you, and you put it on your Instagram. And didn't JDF like it?
No, he liked the thing. I downloaded a text tone.
Oh, when I videoed you doing this is how you call your toddler.
And
or-
it was the dragon dagger, and then I would
you mean
play
the cat
it,
dagger.
and the cat dagger, and then and then Gunnar comes like running down the hall.
Oh,
like,
he
in the
just
living room.
turns corner and just gets so excited. He's like, Green Ranger!
Jason David Frank. Actually, I have a few likes from him. I have multiple.
That's awesome.
Yeah. And I remember every time I would get one, I would screenshot it and on Facebook.
Look at this!
Green Ranger. Hashtag
Sweep y'all!
sweep ya.
Sweep y'all! No, but that Gunner has like the Megazord. Oh, we still have that video of when he opened it, and he was like, he couldn't talk. He was so excited.
I have a video of him pretending to fight the I forget what the purple things from the movie were called, but where he's mimicking Billy's fights and action boy now.
Oh, yeah.
Action girl. And he's like fighting along with that song, but he's just rolling on the floor going, ugh. And then he would like kick, and then he'll like try to do a flip and ugh. And he's rolling around
Yeah.
and kicking and punching.
Now, I do have to say, I'm very happy that we got to meet Jason David Frank and David
We never met
Yost.
him.
Or not Jason David Frank.
Austin St. John.
Austin St. John.
Yes.
Austin St. John and Billy Yost.
David Yost.
Or David Yost. Fuck. Billy and Jason. That's what I meant to say.
Billy Cranston.
Yes.
Did you know Billy Cranston was named after Bryan Cranston?
Why?
Bryan Cranston was on the show.
Was he?
He was. He was one of the monsters. Slither.
Yeah.
He was actually in the anniversary.
Slither. Yeah.
The snake. The original monster of that was voiced by Bryan Cranston on the show.
Cranston was also
Zordon.
Zordon in
Yes.
the new one.
The 2017 movie.
That was a good one.
Which is dope.
I don't care what anybody says. That was a good fucking Power Ranger movie. I was very,
Yeah.
very satisfied.
I had a fun time with your brother at the theater watching that shit.
You might want to reword that.
We had fun together, enjoying the movie.
Being
Power
like little
Rangers.
nerd boys. Like,
Oh,
oh
yeah.
my God, this is... didn't you say that at one point you were like slapping him for something?
It was when they were right after they morphed and they fought those putties, and they got on the Zords, and then the go power.
Oh, the actual original
Yeah.
one that they actually
And-
like meddled up a little bit.
All the Zords are like
Yeah.
running together through the desert,
Yep.
and me and Jace are like, let's go Power Rangers! Fuck yeah, let's do it! Yeah, we're like high fiving, and all the kids are like, "What is this?" Like,
What are
fuck
you
you,
doing?
kids! This is the fucking Power Rangers! Yeah, like we were 8 years old all over again.
Yeah,
So fucking cool.
he would have been 6, but yeah.
Oh, it was so amazing. He was like, yeah, let's fucking do it. High fiving.
That's
That's
awesome.
fucking Jason, yeah. Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh God.
It was the best.
That fucking the movie though, going back to 1995's Mighty Morphin Power Ranger movie, like there's no rhyme or reason to what we're talking about tonight because it's Power Rangers and we're like children again right now.
It's live.
I mean, when we watched that the other night and we were just watching it with our inner child, but also as adults and looking back, cringe again. Like, oh my God, these one-liners, they are so bad, but they're so good. And why did we start saying this stuff? Like, why are we... I know I used to say a lot of that stuff when I was a kid.
Yeah.
Like, get a life, man, or
All the cool teenager things.
yeah,
Yeah.
because we wanted to be teenagers.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah, we're the Power Rangers.
So I
Oozlings. They're called fucking oozlings. So the Tengu warriors were the fucking birds.
Yeah.
They're oozlings.
Let me go, big bird.
Yeah. Care to take another crack at it? How about I take a whack at it?
Go get him, booger man. Woo! Fucking Goldar.
He always had the worst, but it's the funniest. The oozlings, oh my god. And then the CG for that time was really good.
I guess.
I thought so. I mean, looking back on it now,
Yeah.
that it's 28 years ago. That wasn't bad.
Yeah.
That was not bad for 1995.
I guess because when you're on a TV budget, yeah, it was pretty good.
Hey, they tried.
Because you got to think, Jurassic Park came out the same year, and look at that CGI.
Oh, speaking of Goldar, I remember Ivan Ooze when Goldar was like, "We got him again, boss," or "We've got him now, boss," and he goes, "Touch me again, and you'll be chicken wings in the morning."
It had the one. God, who talks this way?
We did,
Oh my God!
but it
it's
was
so
because
dumb.
of them.
Yeah, I guess. And it was like, oh, they're California teenagers, and that's cool. Oh, right. And, like, I remember... Okay, so in the movie, the first one,
Right.
why do they feel the need to backflip to each other? Why can't you just, like, walk to someone?
Oh, like when
There's-
they're trying to get away, instead of like running,
Well-
they start backflipping.
Well, I remember one scene in particular. It was right before they morphed. Aisha got knocked down, and Belly looks over and sees her, and he's like, oh, let me go help. So instead of just running to her, he has to backflip like 6 times to her, and then he does this really dumb, like, twirl, and then he kneels down at her, and he goes, Aisha, are you okay? And then he grabs her hand and picks her up, and they're, like, dusting off. They're, like, getting their dirt off of them. So, like, why can't you just, like, go over there? Why do you got to be dramatic and backflip?
I mean, look at how many times in that quarry in the movie.
Yeah.
How many of them could have just turned around and ran away, but instead they decided to backflip?
No, they have to backflip.
Yeah. I mean, they're cool, though. They're the Power Rangers.
I guess. I mean, if you're a Power Ranger, you can just backflip. Like, oh, look what I can do now. I can do this. I can backflip.
I mean, if you could backflip, wouldn't you backflip?
I mean, I could just like.
I know you could run away, but if you could backflip.
Okay, this is kind of off topic, but I saw a TikTok.
Oh,
it's
no.
this dude. He's like this girl is like choking, and she clearly needs an ambulance. So he's like sitting there with her. I'll have to show it to you. And he's like, his other buddy comes over and he's like, oh, quick, go call 911. He goes, okay. So he starts backflipping into the kitchen. Like out of frame. It's like, what the caption, the guy that posted is like, what the fuck is he doing? Like, why did he have to do that? But I'll have to show it to you. It's the funniest thing in the world. Oh my God.
Are you okay?
I'm sweating.
It's a little warm here.
But yeah, he was like, go call 911. And he's like, okay. And he just kind of like starts backflipping away.
That sounds like a Power Ranger movie
That
or a
is
TV show.
It's the most fucking Power Rangers thing I've ever seen. Like, what's happening?
Someone's in trouble. We all backflip.
Oh my God, it's so fucking hilarious. But yeah, no, anyway, but yeah, I don't know why they feel the need to like backflip to each other instead of just walking like a person.
Oh my God.
Oh, I can't breathe. And did you notice they changed the weapons up?
In the movie?
Yeah, Kimberly had a bullwhip.
When did she have a whip?
She's supposed to have a bow and arrow.
Yeah, but I'm trying to think.
Have a nice
what?
trip. See you next fall.
It was the ropes that were hanging down.
No, it was a pink power whip.
Jesus Christ. That just means I have to
Pterodactyl
watch-
thunder whip.
Oh, maybe it's the side weapon.
I guess.
I don't know.
They didn't have their sidearm, their little red blasters on them.
No, those only show up when they absolutely need them. Because if you watch in the new movie,
Yeah, where do they go in the show? They weren't
they
always
weren't.
there.
No, whenever I guess it comes when called.
They have like
Probably
a
do
holster
sex
and
tape?
everything.
Yeah, I
But
don't
when
know.
they're in deep battle, they just don't have it.
That's not there.
Do they like, whoa, Goldar got big. Let's change our belts real quick. Because these guns are uncomfortable to sit down with.
I don't know.
Well,
Ask them.
oh my
Ask
God.
the writers or the director. Or the
Rita,
producer.
my queen, where's my blaster? Ugh. But no, there's a lot of things that I guess going back and watching don't really make sense. If you know what I mean. I guess
yeah.
you catch things.
Oh my God.
That you wouldn't have caught back then watching it. And you notice them now.
Like when Rita mentions you've been searching for 6,000 years for a tub of snot and flops it.
Yeah.
And then she said something about a big purple booger.
Yeah.
Back then I was like, booger. But now I'm like, oh my God, she's a booger.
Clearly, I know Lord Zed and Rita are married, but clearly they need couples therapy or they're just not fucking patient, mold mouth. Really, bro?
Yeah.
That's your chick. What are you doing? What are you doing, man?
I read somewhere online that Rita, and we didn't catch this when we were kids, but Rita said something about you're trying to get me pregnant.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm listening.
I hold on. I've got it in my notes. Keep talking. As you hawk a loogie into something.
It was a spitter.
Ugh.
It could be worse. At least it's not. Honey.
No. But
wait. So Rita, they touched on Rita getting pregnant by Lord Zed? Is that what you're saying?
Hold on.
Holy shit.
I'm checking. Hold on.
Okay. So that's weird.
Shit. Where did I put it?
That. Oh my God. So
I'm looking.
Big
Sorry,
C
I'm
and J.
sorry.
If anyone can find this, it's probably
Hold
gonna
on.
be you guys.
After 10,000 years, I'm free. Blah blah blah. No, keep going. Go ahead.
No.
I'm almost there. Hold on.
Okay, we can pause for the cause.
Rita's first words upon being freed by from the dumpster and being helped out by Babu.
Yeah.
The dumpster. Shit, it's on a YouTube video. Son of a bitch. He wants me to have a baby. That's what it says. Throwback Thursday. Lord Zed scares Rita with the thought of having a child. For Mighty Morphin Power Rangers Season 2, Return of the Green Ranger Part 2.
Okay. So was this during the well,
can
no,
we play this?
Huh?
I was gonna say, can we play that or are we gonna get in trouble?
Go ahead. Here's a clip.
They look so ugly together. Too much to bear. Isn't life wonderful, my dear?
It is, my love. It'll get even better when I take control.
Wow.
Did you say, my queen?
I said, you're such a hero, you make me lose control.
Of course I do. And as soon as we get rid of the White Ranger, I believe it's time to think about a new addition to our family.
Addition? What kind of addition?
A baby.
What?
You know, our own little bundle of evil. One that will have your incredible looks and my brain.
Okay.
Excuse me, a moment. I'll be right back.
Sweetheart, that wasn't quite the reaction I expected.
Okay.
And then she runs to Fenster. I never noticed that until I read that.
So Zed's trying to get his dick wet tonight.
Yeah, if you watch the opening of that clip, it shows Babu, what's his name? The monkey. Like the
Finster.
No, Finster's the one that makes the monsters.
Oh, yeah.
There's Babu, which is the fat monkey, and then the skinny blue with the black feather monkey.
He's got a monocle and bone wings.
Yes.
I forget his name.
Oh my God, it starts with an S. And then you have Goldar, and they're going, oh no, what are they doing? What are they doing? Why are we watching this? But then you go into the room, and they're just dancing. Like, when I watched it, it looked like they weren't dancing with the way that the other ones were portraying.
They walked in on mom and dad.
Yeah.
Making little baby brother or sister.
Yeah. But they really weren't. I'll show you the video. Guys, look it up. It is on YouTube, and it is called "He Wants Me to Have a Baby." On YouTube with the Power Rangers, like search it. It's very strange.
Oh my God, my world just got turned upside down.
I'll show it to you when this is over.
Mommies and daddies don't do that.
Well,
This mommy and daddy do.
Oh, my queen.
So we haven't really touched much on Lord Zed. What'd you think of him?
I thought he was a bitch.
I thought he was pretty like.
I mean, he looked cool, but he's a bitch. Rita was the like control the whole time. Like Rita had the brains. She was actually trying to make the plans to get the Rangers. She kind of made everything happen.
She started it. Zed didn't come around until season 2.
Yeah, but when Zed came around, he's like, "Oh, I'm going to use you," but he really never used her because she still was the brains behind it.
He was all about that Madonna bra that she was wearing. Like, is this what them titties be looking like? Mm-hmm.
Oh, they look like gold-plated cinnamon buns.
It looked like waffle cones.
No,
They were pointy.
not
And
that
why did they have
pointy.
to put those on her in the Robo Rita?
Oh, the
in new
Robo
one?
Rita in the new one.
Yeah.
Oh God.
It was cool that they got her to come back.
Yeah, they had to make the costume the same though.
Yeah,
They couldn't leave that behind.
making her have those Madonna stage titties.
Oh yeah.
It was fucked up.
It's okay though because I mean, like I said, they had to keep the character and the costume all the same for the most part.
Yeah.
But no, Zed. I don't think Zed. I mean, Zed did bring like New Blood season 2. You're like, oh, it's a new baddie. This is gonna be awesome. He's so cool. But then towards the end, it was like Rita still held the power.
She did. Well, until her brother showed up. Rito.
Oh,
He
I
was
forgot about
the
Rito.
the skeleton, the like big skeleton that was in camo. Mm-hmm. And he had like that bone sword and shit.
Do you remember any of the baddies that she created?
I remember. Oh God, I remember most.
Wasn't there a pig who ate everything?
Yeah, that was like the 3rd or 4th episode.
Yeah.
And the way to kill him is you have to give him spicy food. Yeah. So they're stuffing like sandwiches with like.
Oh yeah, they're shoving
like
sandwiches
peppers
and yeah.
they're like footballing him, and he's like,
Yeah,
blah,
I'm
blah, blah,
gonna
catching
eat
them.
this. Yeah.
Yeah, because they were. I remember the episode. They were having like a food drive.
Ernie
And-
made sandwiches. He made the big long sub. It was like a 6-foot sub, and the pig came over and he ate it.
He was eating those Bulk and Skull. We need to talk about Bulk and Skull, a little bit. But they brought food. Like everybody was bringing food to this. Like it was like a food drive thing. And then the pig showed up and started eating it all. And I just remember it was a pig's head. His arms came out of the sides of his head.
Yep.
And his legs came out of his chin. And but the main way that they killed him was he just couldn't eat spicy food. So Trini's like putting giant peppers into sandwiches and shoving them down the pig's throat.
Oh yeah.
And then you see like this green and red smoke
Yeah,
coming out of him,
yeah.
and then he just blows up.
I remember the pumpkin around October. They did like the pumpkin guy.
They did like the Halloween special.
Yeah.
Scorpina, I remember her.
Oh, Scorpina, I think was my favorite baddie.
She was cool.
But she was also the counterpart to Goldar.
Yeah, she was like his. They were like equals.
I really liked Scorpina. And didn't Rita like Scorpina for a while? She kind of like put Goldar on the back burner for her.
No, she liked her enough to where like because she was so good at fighting, she promoted her to be like Goldar. Like her and Goldar were like 1 and 2.
Magic wand, make my monster grow.
Yeah, and when Scorpina grew, she grew into a scorpion. But when she was normal size, she was like a woman in armor.
Yep.
She had like a weird like Kano mask.
Jumping back to the new Power Rangers thing that kind of got on my nerves. So back in the TV show, you would punch a putty patroller in the chest and they'd go down.
Yeah.
In the movie, the new one that just came out, when they punch them, they don't go down. Like they physically have to like punch them multiple times and kick them and until they actually hit the ground.
Yeah.
And once they hit the ground, then they go into like putty balls.
Oh yeah, putties fight back.
This one?
And this one.
Woo! Putties are, man, they are ruthless.
And it's the old putties. It's not those those second like putties 2.0, the ones that were white that had the shields on with the Z in the middle.
Oh, for Zordon.
Where-
Or Zordon.
for Zed.
Fuck, for Zed.
You had to punch the Z to get him to disintegrate.
Right, but normally if you kicked a putty in the face, he'd go down and that was it.
Yeah.
Even though it was the same putty getting down and they switch to another angle and then the go back and it's the same putty.
It's just
But-
these creepy dudes in gray spandex. And I like how in this one they use like the same costumes for the putties. It's just these gray morph suits and
Yep.
they put the silicone masks over their face.
yeah.
But you could see the hoods, like the,
zippers.
wrinkles and the zipper. Yeah.
Yeah.
That was cool.
Hey,
But they were
We didn't
hardcore.
care.
No.
we didn't care back then.
Just watching the Rangers kick the shit out of some putties. That's
Oh,
all I cared about. It was so good.
it was. And again, the 30th anniversary one was very, very good. Go in with an open mind. Don't go in loving it or hating it.
Go into it thinking, oh shit, Mighty Morphin Power Rangers is back. And I'm a kid again.
Yeah. Go in. Let your inner child
Just run wild.
watch it and enjoy it.
It's only like an hour long.
Yeah,
So,
give or take.
yeah, it's an hour. It's 50 something minutes. But it's awesome.
It's a good one.
It's so much fun. Even if looking back you're like, "Oh, this is so stupid. It's cheesy." Just if you watched Power Rangers, if you were a fan back in the day, turn on Netflix and go fucking watch that shit. You're going to have a good time and you're going to feel amazing watching it. I know I did.
Oh yeah.
I had a great time. And one day I would definitely like to revisit that. I would really much like to revisit that again. But yeah.
So, touching on Bulk and Skull before we get too far into this, even though we're almost an hour in.
Yeah.
Bulk and Skull were amazing comic relief. I love the way that Bulk was flirting and trying to get with Kimberly, and she was just like, ew. I do remember one episode she looked at him and goes, as if.
Yeah.
Do you remember the episode? Do you remember the episode where they turned bad? Where
Billy and Kimberly.
Yes.
They were like thugs.
yeah, they were like ruining everything and knocking things over and being jerks and shit. Oh, that one was fun.
They were chewing gum in school.
We're gonna run the hallways and talk in class.
What are you looking at, loser?
As if.
You're a dweeb. Ugh, you want a knuckle sandwich, punk? Where's your lunch money, goober? It's so fucking stupid. God damn it. It's so fucking dumb.
It was, but it was hilarious. Bulk and Skull, though, Jesus, I enjoyed their comic relief. I thought that they did a great job. Like, they broke up the action scenes, but then I also liked it when they were like, "Oh, I can do karate
Yeah.
or karate,"
Yeah.
as Bulk would call it.
Anything you can do,
I can
do
better.
better. And then he would try to do a kick and just fall on his ass.
Yep.
And it's ironic because they ended up becoming cops towards the end of the show.
Oh yeah, they did.
They became police officers, both of
so
them.
funny.
Yeah.
Oh, and then we forgot Ernie.
Yeah. Ernie's Juice Bar.
Oh, Ernie.
He was the cool dude.
Even though he didn't, he was like
He
was not. I mean, you had like Zordon and Alpha, but he was like the parental figure who kept them hydrated and fed, and
He was the human version of Zordon.
yeah, he was.
He was human Zordon. But yeah, Ernie was.
Ernie was cool.
And he has also since passed away. Mm-hmm. So yeah, some of the cast is unfortunately no longer with us, but they're once and always in our hearts, forever and ever and ever, because they're awesome.
So, thinking, my brain being weird.
Yes.
Every time, it seemed like every other episode, someone was hanging off a cliff or hanging off a wire or hanging off something.
Uh-huh.
And one of the other Power Rangers would look at them and go, "Hang on, we're coming to get you." Do you remember that?
Oh yeah.
Every time one of the Power Rangers would fall off a cliff or fall out of the sky or fall out of somewhere, and they were holding on to, "Hang on, we're coming for you."
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. That.
Oh,
yeah.
God. I want to.
I remember that very
I
well.
want to go back and watch so bad. I want to. Jeez. I would like to start from episode 1, season 1, and just go.
All the episodes.
Yeah.
Honestly, though, I feel like if you just watch the pilot, you kind of get a gist of what the whole series is going to be like.
Oh, absolutely.
It's pretty much kind of all the same. It's the Power Ranger, it's the teens.
The teens at the beginning,
and
in
then
high school.
they're hanging out and having fun.
Yeah.
Putties show up. They beat the shit out of the putties.
Yeah.
Then
And then the
monster
big
comes.
bad.
The monster comes. They morph.
Mm-hmm.
Monster grows. Megazord. Kill him. Next episode.
Then they go back to the teen to wrap it up.
Yeah, and
We're like, what did we learn today, children?
they had one of those Full House family gather group hug moments.
Oh, yeah.
And the music plays, and and then the credits. It's a freeze frame. It's dun 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 dun. Dun,
Oh, yeah, the freeze frame.
Wah, wah.
Yep.
And then the end credits. Yeah.
Fuck. I swear to God, if you do not fucking jam out to that fucking just the theme song,
It's so good.
it is a really good one.
It's amazing.
I still get hyped and pumped 30 years later.
Oh, for sure.
Just fist pumping, jumping up and down.
Go, go, Power Rangers.
So fucking.
It's amazing.
Ugh.
It's amazing.
It makes you want to go punch somebody in the face.
It makes me want to go. Zooyah!
Sweep y'all. Hiya.
Saber-tooth tiger.
It will.
Oh my God! Here we go with that again.
No. So speaking of it will,
Yeah. Jay.
no, one of the ladies that was checking people in or giving parking passes today at Thunder in Jeffersonville. Her text tone was it will.
Oh my! Are you serious?
I'm dead fucking. I swear on my
Everything.
life. I swear on yes. I don't know everything.
Swear on Zordon.
I swear on Zordon.
I believe.
But
you
no,
then.
she did. I heard it will, and I thought it was like a joke, and I was looking around, and then like her phone went off like 3 more times. It will, it will. I was like, oh God, I gotta get out of here.
I'm surprised you didn't tell me this earlier.
I completely forgot until now. And we were talking about anime and fighting and martial arts and sweep yaw and
Sweep ya. Sweep yas. Hi yas and sweep yas.
hi yaws and sweep yaws. Hiya, hiya.
It's so bad.
But fucking great.
It really is.
God damn it, childhood.
Yeah.
Ugh, like that was the I think that was probably one of the best TV shows for that age range between 7 and 11, 12 in the 90s. Like that was that's what we got pumped for. That's what we I mean, I'm pretty sure it was one of the most watched TV shows, the best prime time, the best time that I know that I came back inside long enough to watch Power Rangers and then went right back outside and finished out the rest of the day.
Well, it did actually win a few awards for daytime drama. Oh yeah, it is an Emmy award-winning show.
Daytime drama?
Mighty Morphin Power
Are
Rangers.
you absolutely positive about that?
I'm 100% positive. I looked at it before we came up here. It won, I think, Best Outstanding Drama or something like that. On it's an award-winning show.
Hold on, Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. 1995 Daytime Emmy, Outstanding Single Camera Photography.
See, there you go.
IGN Summer Movie Awards had 3 nominations.
Daytime Emmy Awards, Outstanding Single Camera Photography. There you go.
Nice. Well, I mean, at least he got 1 award for photography.
It was awesome.
Yeah.
It was stock footage, but still.
75-80% stock footage. Yeah.
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 And it was fucking awesome
It
stock
was.
footage, too.
So, as I'm thinking about this right now, do you remember the Megazord and what order? Like, not what order, but what body part was what?
Yeah. I do.
What is it?
First of all, Mastodon would split open apart, and the guns would come out. And
Well,
Tyrannosaurus would shrink down to size. His knees
You
would
mean
buckle.
shrink down to size? You mean like compact?
Yeah. And then saber-toothed tiger and triceratops there would be lightning between the two of them, and then they would come into his legs, and then the mastodon would come in behind, turn into the arms, and you could see his fists come out, and then he would stand up. The head would come up, or the Tyrannosaurus's face would go
Into
go down.
the chest
Megazord's head would come up. The
Yep.
things would come out on the side.
for the horns.
And then here comes Kimberly. Flip upside down.
Yep.
Wings go in, connect, chest plate, and then Megazord would do his like pose.
right. So it was saber-toothed tiger as the right leg,
Yep.
triceratops as the left leg,
Yep.
mastodon as the arms,
Yep.
Tyrannosaurus as the abdomen and head,
Yep.
and
The chest plate was pterodactyl.
Yep. And then the seating chart inside the Megazord
Yep.
was Red
Jason-
Ranger
Jason
at
in the
front
middle.
to his, let's see, Jason in the front. To his right would be Kimberly. To his left would be Zach. Behind him, behind Kimberly would be Trini. And then
Over here is
behind
Billy.
would be Billy.
Yep. Not in this one though.
Oh,
This
don't even
anniversary
get me
one.
started. Don't even get me fucking. I was screaming at the TV. For
Billy
this
is front and center here.
one. He also kind of leads the group that there isn't a first gen leader.
Billy's pretty much kind of running the show.
Oh yeah,
He's
and I
like-
applaud him
he's
because
like
he
the
got his
OG.
redemption though in this.
Oh, 100%.
After all of the bullshit bullying teasing, he got his redemption.
Yeah. From the behind the scenes crew. But yeah.
Absolutely.
But yeah, no, and we met David Yost, and he is the coolest.
Oh, he's so sweet. I mean, he signed a autograph picture and let Gunnar hold the
helmet.
and yeah.
Oh yeah, and Gunnar he was dressed as Jason
The Red Ranger. No, he was the new Red Ranger. Jason from the new
from the 2017
17 movie. Yeah.
But he got to pose with Austin St. John.
Yeah, they
also.
both hit the same pose. It was great. It was beautiful.
I heard Tyler Havlin's favorite Power Ranger is Jason, the Red Ranger.
Yeah, Austin St. John to be exact.
Yeah, he wants to be bros with Austin St.
Oh
John.
yeah, totally. Drinking beers, hanging out,
Oh yeah.
maybe some pool karaoke.
Oh, just broing at video games.
Oh yeah, total bro
Yeah.
out.
Go to Hooters.
It's his best
or
friend ever.
Make some hi-yas.
Hi, Yaz, yeah.
Do karate with each other.
Do karate in the garage.
Sorry, Tyler. love you, dude. Sorry, buddy.
Oh,
Oh,
God.
but yeah. So that's
Took a trip down memory lane.
at least one of the Fox Kids shows.
Oh yeah.
I think we've got one in the chamber where we cover Fox Kids shows. All
Oh
of
God,
them.
that's gonna be like a 4-hour episode.
So much to touch on there.
There is so much to cover.
But that's not happening next week. Next week, our good buddies Ty and Joe of the Phantom Jukebox will be stopping by as we talk about composers.
Composers.
Not composures. Composers. We're having no, composers.
So for those of you listening, this is episode 98. Next week will be episode 99 and gearing up to the big 100.
And a special announcement coming with episode 100. All I'm going to say is we're up to something.
We are up to something very, very cool.
It's pretty fucking awesome.
I'm very excited.
Yes.
So make sure you tune in and you listen to 99 and 100. And we'll talk to you guys next week.
Let's morph out of here.
It's morphin' time.
Booyah! Dragon Sword.
Pterodactyl.
Kimberly, take us out of here.
As always, thanks for listening to this episode. Don't forget to check out our link tree at linktr.ee/Gray's Taproom Podcast 2. You will find many ways to support us. Buy us a coffee because we will be hungover after this episode. You can subscribe to our Patreon. 3 tiers are available for you. Get your buzzed on for $3, get tipsy for $5, or fully loaded for $10.
Don't text and drive, don't drink and drive, and always drink responsibly.
You don't have to go home, but you can't stay here. Taproom closed.
Good night.
Bye.